I love slot receivers. Watching a guy just ready to get pounded over the middle by a linebacker. Who doesn't want to watch that in 4K? Well, if you don't, click off right now, because Josh Downs is the exact type of guy I love to watch, and he's going to break out this year. This past season, Josh Downs had 107 targets for 72 catches, 803 yards, and 5 touchdowns in basically 13 games. He was a part-time player in Week 3 after coming back from a high ankle sprain, which caused him to miss Weeks 1 and 2. Considering him being in a terrible situation last year, he had a really good year. Among all receivers with at least 86 targets, Downs finished 10th in PFF receiving grade at 85.1, 14th in yards per route run at 2.2, and 10th in yards after catch per reception at 5.6. He truly is the best receiver in this receiving room in Indy, consisting of Michael Pittman Jr., Alec Pierce, and Adonai Mitchell. But I do want to shout out Pierce for having 824 receiving yards on 37 catches, because that's insane. But whether it was Flacco or AR, Downs was the most targeted receiver almost every week. Despite popular belief that AR ruined every wide receiver on his team, he played very similarly with both quarterbacks. With Richardson, he had almost 4 catches per game at 3.86, 57 yards per game, and 6.43 targets. With Joe Flacco, 6.43 catches, 57.86 yards, and 8.86 targets. But he had more touchdowns with Richardson. Obviously, the difference is Anthony Richardson loves throwing it deep. But the idea that AR ruined every single receiver is false, because Josh Downs still performed with either quarterback. Even though there's less volume with Richardson throwing him the ball, there's the big play potential. Even had more fantasy points per game with Richardson, and if you want to take advantage of his potential boom games, there's no better place to do it than on Underdog, the best and easiest place to play fantasy sports. This summer, I'll be doing live fantasy drafts, and I'll be sure to take Josh Downs and Chase Brown in a lot of drafts. Right now, you can get Josh Downs at pick 87 according to ADP, which is wide receiver 48, and he will outproduce that projection by a mile. But the drafts aren't all there is to the app. You can create pick'em entries where you just pick higher or lower on 2-day players' projections for the game and try to get the biggest multiplier you can so you can win some serious cash. Don't forget, if you sign up with code Fanatics, you get a deposit match up to $1,000 of bonus credit and a free higher than 0.5 pick, and nothing is better than that. Again, make sure to sign up with code Fanatics for these sign-up offers and your chance to draft Josh Downs. Whether it's Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones next year, expect Downs to be the most targeted player on the Colts in 2025, but volume is not the only reason he'll be good. He's one of the best separators and route runners in the NFL. Last season, according to Matt Harmon's reception perception, he was in the 93rd percentile in success rate versus man coverage and 82nd percentile against zone, basically saying he separated insanely well against any type of coverage. He was also 21st in separation score, he was number 5 in route win rate, and 15th in win rate versus man coverage. Numbers are numbers, and are a great backing point. Some of you may think I'm a nerd for always talking about the numbers, but let's get into some plays. I first want to start with how Shane Steichen schemes him open, knows how to beat every single coverage, like this cover 3 beater here. The out route forces DJ Reed to play it as he would have been wide open, but little does he know Josh Downs is sneaking behind him for the corner route, and no defender is within 5 yards of him when he makes this amazing dive and grab. Another similar play against the Steelers this time, the defensive back has to pass up Downs for the tight end going in the flat, which puts a linebacker on him, and that's just an easy completion every time, because no linebacker in the league can cover someone as quick and nimble as Josh Downs. A deeper out route, leading to a red zone opportunity for the Colts. They left the field wide open for him before he got the ball, and then an easy 10 yards after the catch for him on that as well. We have one more play against Steelers. There was a reason he was 82nd in percentile in success rate against zone coverage, and it's 2 plays above where Steichen does a great job at designing it, and this one as well. He's reading the rookie Peyton Wilson to see what part of the field he's going to cover, and Wilson assumes he'll be an outbreaking route, so he goes to the outside, which Downs notices as he was reading him the whole time, and just sits down that zone. Basically had a lawn chair and a Duncan Culotta. Quick and easy first down catch after just reading the defender, sitting in the zone, and it can't get easier than that. He is also very, very patient when running his routes, which is a skill that is not talked about enough. Sometimes if you run a route too fast, it won't work. The defense doesn't have time to adjust to whatever else happening in the offense, or you don't give them enough time to make a mistake and guess on you. But again, against the Steelers, he was very, very patient. On this play, even though Peyton Wilson is not the worst coverage linebacker in the league, he knows he has the advantage once again. It seems like a simple slant route, but no, the patience here got him open. If you look at Wilson when the ball is snapped, he has leverage to the inside, because he wants to pass him to the outside corner, since it looks like the outside corner is going to pass his guy off to the safety. Since Josh Downs was so patient with his cut and staggered his feet, Peyton didn't know how to react and shifted to the outside, thinking he was going to cut out. Little did he know that was a part of his plan, and he was wide open for the slant route catch and the first down with a little bit after the catch as well. He then slow plays this route. The DB is lined straight up against him, and he just staggers and staggers until he sees the opportunity to break it out, catches the ball, makes a dirty move for the defender to miss, first down Indy. He's able to do things like this, where he can just stagger his feet and then get the top speed because of how athletic he is. The quick accelerations, his speed, everything comes together on these patient type of routes. He has an RAS score of 8.99, which at the time he was drafted was 309th out of 3,062 receivers drafted since 1987. The numbers have changed, but the point stands that he's uber athletic. His 10-yard split of 1.51 seconds had a score 9.57, which is almost perfect. So, Downs can accelerate quickly and make these types of plays possible. Not every receiver can do this, and having a sure-handed yards after catch type of guy to be able to perform like this is so valuable to any team. The way he's patient with it, and then just breaks into the route. And I wouldn't be me if I didn't go off about some whip routes, so here they are. Oh my god, Josh Downs. Do him dirty, please. And I like this one because it's not conventional. It's in motion, breaks back in, catches it, easy touchdown, but that just gets me going. I don't even know how to explain that to you. And then this one against the Titans is just unfair. The defender just gets stuck in his feet, can't even move. First down, Colts. I love it. I mean, who can't go without a good whip route, man? It's got me feeling like Silent Hill watching that. God damn. I mean, those whip routes showed it, but he makes defenders look silly on any type of route. I'm not breaking this one down, but look at this route against the Jaguars. His stutter step made the defender jump to the outside because you don't know where he's going. He's too quick, and it's just an easy catch to the 5-yard line for the Colts. That's why I love Josh Downs. He can make those types of plays. He just gets wide open on easy cuts because defenders don't want to mess up, but they do anyways. He genuinely is an elite route runner that will make any defender look stupid. He's good after the catch and just a reliable target. I'd go after him in any fantasy draft, especially at his ADP, but outside of fantasy, I think he'll actually have a good year if he stays healthy. I'd say somewhere between 11 to 1,200 yards and a similar amount of touchdowns. He'll prove to be one of the best slot receivers in the league, if he hasn't already, because he has everything a slot receiver needs to be successful in this league. I brought up separation numbers early versus each type of coverage, but I don't think I talked about that enough. You saw the film, you saw him separate against both types of coverage, finding the open spots, or just burning his man on an out route or a whip route, of course. That's an aspect that almost every receiver has to be elite at. Unless you're a guy like Mike Evans or DeAndre Hopkins who can dominate with their size and hands, but for these smaller guys, it's a must, and he does it at an elite level. And I think his target share will go up because of Tyler Warren. I know that sounds stupid, but Warren will be demanding attention over the middle as well. And Shane Steichen will be able to get the best out of both of them, basically taking turns at which one gets the ball on critical third downs and in the red zone, because that's when they'll be at their best. When you need to get to the marker and provide an easy target for AR or Daniel Jones, who knows what will happen at quarterback this year, and make a play. Those are the two guys you'll be going to, and they'll help each other get open. And the Colts truly found themselves a gem in the 2023 NFL Draft. He will continue to produce out of the slot for Indianapolis in 2025, and expect him to cement his name as one of the best slot receivers in the league this year.